We are now in the final quarter of the year and all the remaining launches will be taking place in October. In this series of our new home showcase, we are here at one of the most affordable one of all. It's called Faber Residence. And of course, this is brought to you by Guocoland, Hong Leong and TID. Let's go meet our managing partner, Ken Loh. So Ken, we've launched quite a few in Clementi, but we've never launched one in the Faber area. Can you tell us more about this locale?
So Faber Residence is located within the landed enclave of Clementi, which is why it's less heard of because of the low density in this area. But it is going to enjoy the exact same perks as what we have that people enjoy in Clementi. Clementi has a very small geographical area of about 9 square kilometers. But because of its strategic location, it gained easy access to key business nodes in Singapore such as your Jurong Lake District, Greater One North, and also in very close proximity to Holland, Bukit Timah, Orchard area. There's a very high demand constantly for this area, but yet very limited supply. Faber Residence will enjoy all these perks, including being within 1 kilometer to one of Singapore's top primary school, Nan Hua Primary.
It's a SAP school.
Yeah, it's a SAP school. It is at a part of Clementi that is closest to your Jurong Lake District. Once you pass the Sungai that is flanking where our plot is, you are then within 8 to 10 minutes walk to Jurong Town Hall MRT station, which is an upcoming station within your Jurong regional line. And once you are at Jurong Town Hall MRT station, you are just one stop away to your Jurong East MRT interchange. Right, and that will give you direct access to both your East-West line and your North-South line. And that serves the entire international business park, where there are a lot of MNCs in that area. So there's a direct tenant pool from that. And I think people working in that area would love to rent or to stay in the Faber area because of the low density living, the sanctuary that they will have, but yet within walking distance to where they're working. Once you go beyond that, you are then into the entire Jurong Lake District that has been hyped up over the past 10, 15, 20 years. And this is the part where we have one of the largest number of white sites in Singapore, other than Marina Bay. So if you zoom out and look at it macroly, in fact, I think Faber Residence is sitting on an area that gives you direct access to the best of both worlds. Right in Clementi, at the same time, Jurong Lake District.
So can you mention that we are very close to Greater One North and all that? How close are we really to like Greater One North?
We are about 10 minutes drive away, but if someone is taking a public transport, we are only 8 bus stops away. Greater One North is one area that the government is looking to grow in this current master plan. So in the past, we all know that there are tech firms that are coming up and stuff, but this time round, they have released news of building 2 new housing enclave within the Greater One North, one of which is Dover Medway, and the other one is Mediapolis. And when we see them releasing housing options of such sizes, we know that they are ready to grow Greater One North to the next level. Faber Residence is seated on a very strong location where they gain direct access to both growth area. And the growth areas are probably one of the larger ones in Singapore. So I feel that there's a very nice potential and many exit milestones for buyers and residents who are staying inside here.
Wow, Ken, thanks for sharing all the strong attributes of Faber. But can we also understand how are the condos here performing?
When we dig deeper into our research, we are also very happy to see very strong track record in this area. So in fact, we took the closest neighbor that we have, which is Waterfront at Faber, just beside where we are. We took in Faber Crest as well, including 3 other condos in the West Coast area that are very close proximity: Twinview, Whistler Grand, and Park Riviera. Out of these 5 condos, there are 0 unprofitable transactions. There are a lot of profitable transactions ranging from $500,000 all the way to about 1.3 million for the larger units of the 3 and 4 bedrooms.
That's a pretty good, strong track record that we have here.
Yeah, so I think buyers can safely know that when they enter into Faber Residence, they will enter into a safe zone with proven track record over the years.
As a Clementi boy, like you always say, maybe you can share with us a little bit more about the amenities that we can expect here.
So we know we are in very close proximity to big malls, shopping malls such as the ones in Jurong East, your Jam, Westgate. We also have our malls in Clementi. But for immediate amenities that you have, we are actually within walking distance of about 5 to 10 minutes to F&B, mini-marts and shops located in your Faber Hills apartments, in your Whistler Grand, Twinview and New West. That is a mixed development. So I think these amenities that are within walking distance make this place livable. And that is also the reason why we have seen such strong profitability within this area.
Talking about livability as well, right? I also remember you saying that you can stay here for a long time in Clementi, right?
Yep.
Tell me a little bit more.
So for growing families, right? People always talk about Bukit Timah as a school belt. In fact, I think the largest school belt that is more complete is in like the Clementi area because you have good primary schools all the way to your secondary schools and then your tertiary institutions, and that includes even your NUS, NTU, they are all within this zone.
Right. So families who buy into Clementi can basically stay on.
Yeah, they can see how their kids progress through their school. So it can easily be a 10-15 years of stay.
Right.
Amidst all these large developments that are happening all around us, we are actually hidden in a very nice private sanctuary in this low density area. I know residents will drive home through a very scenic drive surrounded by lush landscaping all around and coming home to a very large land plot of more than 200,000 square feet of land, which usually should yield about 600 to maybe sometimes 900 units because
now
of
we're
the
looking at 399 units,
399 units because of the 1.4 plot ratio that we have, low rise, low density, sharing facilities across more than 200,000 square feet of land. And I think this is where residents will get to enjoy day in, day out for a long time to come. Because of the smaller population and with all the facilities around, it will be less crowded. So I think this one, at the end of the day, will hold very strong resale value next time when future buyers come in. They get to see how the sheer size is and how the facilities are going to be with very low density.
Very nice. Very exciting stuff indeed. Now let's go check out the development and find out all good stuff about Faber Residence. So we're at the model of Faber Residence. We have our Class 8 Bala with us. Bala, take it away.
So to give you a better positioning of the development, where we are currently standing now is where your landed estate is.
Super private, super land.
Correct. So where at the back of where I'm standing now is where your neighbouring development, Waterfront at Faber, is located.
Sure.
Okay, so on the northwestern part of the development is where your Ulu Pandan Park connector is located. From there, the side gate out will lead you towards the rail corridor. Apart from the 3 side gates which they have to this development, I feel a very strategic side gate is located right in front of the development over here. That leads you out towards a bus stop, which then brings you to the key business nodes of Singapore. So in all, there are 399 units, 2 bedrooms up to 5 bedrooms. And our smallest bedroom, I should say, starts from a 2 bedroom, 2 bath.
So it seems like we're standing at the park connector site, right? That you're talking about. This is the park connector that I presume leads us to rail corridor.
Correct, you're right. So depending on either direction, towards the up north will lead you towards Woodlands. And the south side will lead you towards Tanjong Pagar. These 3 blocks, blocks 66, 68 and 70, will give you a very beautiful riverfront view.
Nice.
Over at this corner of the park connector, it links you towards your future Jurong region line.
That is the closest station to us, I would presume 8 to 10
Yes,
minutes?
so that's the closest and it's about 8 to 10 minutes walk.
So now, standing here, we can have a good view of the 2 boulevards that shows us the facilities. Bala, what are some of the facilities that stands out for you?
As you mentioned, 2 boulevards. One of it is of course mainly your water body. So you have your 50-meter lap pool, you have your wading pool, you even have your leisure pool, which is lined up along the same alley. So when you go over to the green boulevard, which is what I would like to call it, right, is where you have all your pavilions. You also have your hammock garden, you have your green lawns. Around the development, of course, you have your barbecue pavilions. You also have 18 different courtyards. There's just resting area for you to chit-chat, have gatherings.
Wow,
So additionally, you do have a sunken multi-purpose court. No specifics, you can use it for any form of sports. You do have your function rooms, which can be amalgamated to fit bigger party size. And then you do have your air-conditioned gym, which is overlooking the courtyard.
This is one of the 3 show units that we want to show you. This is an 861 square feet, 3-bed, 2-bath. Pretty wide, I must say. And Bala, share with us your favourite part about this show unit.
So after viewing so many different show galleries, I should say Guocoland has put in one of the best products. So I would like to just emphasize more on the very unique features. First and foremost, you have very good storage space here. Where possible, they have provided enough storage. You have additional space if you want to fit in your own shoe rack. And signature of Guoco, of course, is your dry pantry over here. Within the living room and the dining, it's vinyl flooring. And this time around, they are providing you 2 ceiling fans for all units regardless of bedroom type. So another feature which really fascinates me got to do with the contrast of the whole unit and layout. So if you look at the flooring, it follows a very cool theme flooring. In contrast, you have your very warm woody feeling for the wardrobes and the cabinets. And another feature which I really like would be this matte finish large format tiles, which is seen throughout your kitchen area, your bathrooms, as well as the dry pantry. So another very thoughtful feature is got to do with this flexi room, which is where I'm standing now. So by default, it's a flexible room, but what I would like to emphasize is because this development is an advanced precast system, which means that you can break down the walls to suit your own flexibility. For instance, you want to to have an extended living, you can tear down this wall, so you have an extended living, or you can enclose it to use it as a multi-purpose room. So typically for master bedrooms, you have a width of about 3 meters. Over at Faber Residence, we have 3.2 meters in width, and what that additional 0.2 means for us is additional space. You can fit in 2 side tables. Another very unique feature has got to do with the wardrobes. For the entire development, all the units. So if you realize, they do not have a full height door panel. Instead, it comes with a half, and you have very ergonomically friendly drawers which opens up, and you have hidden lockers. So this contemporary modern day 5-bedroom unit has always been very highly in demand. We only have an exclusive 20 units for Faber Residence, and you can see from here, it gives you a very good space, a very landed feel. You can fit in an 8-seater table, and as I mentioned earlier on about the flexibility, you can extend your living to make it into a bigger living by collapsing one of the walls for your common rooms. Look at the space within the kitchen. Very unique layout. I've not come across developments with such layouts. Very welcoming for people who do a lot of cooking. You have all the space to move around to go about your daily chores and even your cooking. So immense luxury of space. This master bedroom. You have a flexible corner over here. You can fit in a vanity closet. You can even extend your wardrobe, or you can put in an office desk or a study table without sacrificing any space within the master bedroom. And you have your his and hers wardrobe exclusive before leading you towards your master bath.
So instead, I think with all the attributes we have shared on Faber Residence, coupled with the strong track record in the area and the proven design and the layouts built by Guocoland, Hong Leong and TID, I think Faber is a very, very safe choice and an exciting one for buyers and investors. In fact, this may be one of the last opportunity to buy into a private residential at this price point. The land price bidded for Faber is at $900 per square foot per plot ratio, which is very similar to what we saw in Springleaf. And you saw how fast Springleaf was snapped up, with 94% being sold on day one. Moving forward, after Faber Residence, we will most likely not see another new launch of this price point. Moving into next year in 2026, OCR land prices have already gone beyond $1,000 per square foot. We are expecting to see prices in Lakeside and even in Chencharu to be at 2003 to 2004 per square foot. So Faber is most likely going to come into the market at an average of about 2122 per square foot.
Okay.
And once we go beyond that, you will never be able to look back at this price point anymore. So I think buyers should seize this opportunity with all that we have talked about. Good entry price. I think they will be sitting on very, very good profit margin starting from next year onwards.
So Ken, I feel like they should come on by to see it for themselves. Just to let you guys know, our consumer seminar is happening on the 7th of October, and of course our booking day is on the 18th of October. So do contact your preferred SRI salesperson to come on by to check out the show flats right here at Faber Residence. Once again, my name is Ainsley.
I'm Ken.
And we'll see you right here at Faber. Bye-bye.